Dragon's crazy but unexpected reveal, Kuma's endurance of pain, Gina's depression, and her eventual capture. Introducing the Revolutionary Army and how it was formed. Reason why Kuma is going to Marishwa. The real reason why Kuma gave up his life. This chapter has it all. Stick around to get some crazy ideas thrown here. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna talk about One Piece chapter 1097. The chapter title is called Jenny, and we see Kuma and Jenny are living together after they had escaped. This is some rare case where we see the cover story and the main story are in sync. Both of them are fishing, and it shows how cool Kuma's power can be. In the last chapter, we see Kuma, Ginny, and Ivankov escape God Valley, and they're living a simple and a happy life. And we came to know Ginny is the main reason for God Valley incident, how she triggered the entire event. We didn't see a lot of God Valley. Oda really knows how to tease us. But we knew it is Kuma's backstory. Getting a small piece of God Valley did break the internet. Can't wait to see what will happen when we get the whole picture. The chapter begins 8 years after the God Valley incident. Kuma is like 17 years old and he looks very big due to the giant blood. Kuma has become a pastor and we always have seen him with a Bible whenever we saw him in the past. So he's treating the elderly by removing their pain and fatigue from them. So Kuma's devil fruit can remove untangible things like memories or pain or fatigue or suffering, something like that. So the elderly give thanks to Kuma's hand, calling it as a miracle hands. Kuma is treating them on weekends. And the elderly are so happy with Kuma's treatment, so they want it on weekdays as well. But Jenny steps in. She's around 21 years old right now, and she's so beautiful and hot at the same time. She denies them and treats them so harshly, calling them freeloaders. We also come to know Jenny is very popular among the boys. Can you really blame them? Look at her, just look at her. But no one can steal her heart since Kuma is there. The people say the new king of Sorbet is cold-blooded and very very cheap. He even demands tribute from the sick people, like he's completely a slave to the celestial dragon. He'll do anything to save his own hiney. Kuma still agrees to help the citizen anytime and sends them off. So he basically doesn't have any problem in helping them, he's that kind. The very next scene, we see a giant bubble of pain, which is basically gathered from the citizens. So Kuma's power can extract pain and fatigue, but it cannot completely disappear, right? So it has to go somewhere. Kuma takes the pain on himself, and the pain, it looked horrible. This is like the similar thing we saw with Zoro when he took Luffy's pain. But Kuma is doing it week after week, and he's been taking the pain of the citizen. Man, Oda really knows how to show pain. The iconic scene of Nothing Happened by Zoro happened in the similar fashion. Kuma pulled out the pain and fatigue from Luffy and Zoro took it all in. Here where Kuma couldn't even stand after taking the pain of the elderly, our boy Zoro stood there and took all of it in. Makes this scene more iconic as hell. But Kuma has been taking this pain every week and still going for more. That is something really crazy. I mean, imagine Zoro taking the pain week after week, week after week. But oh god, Kuma is going for it. This is the reason why Jenny didn't want the citizen to come on a regular basis. The citizen have no idea he's been taking all the burden. He's literally a true goat. So along with Kuma, Gina has been suffering as well. She's been crying and taking care of Kuma after each session of pain. But Kuma is just happy that he can help out. I mean, just reiterating how kind Kuma is. Even after the pain that caused them both physically and mentally, Kuma and Gina are like very happy living a simple life. Like anything is better than living as a slave to the celestial dragons. Jumping to 12 years after the God Valley incident and 25 years from the current story. Kuma is 22 years old and Jenny wants to marry Kuma. I mean, no surprise there. But Kuma refuses. And Jenny is like furious about the reason why he doesn't want to marry. Kuma really loves her and honestly cares for her. But Kuma is being kind as ever, like he doesn't want Jenny to get into trouble. I mean, Kuma's race and his blood, the Buccaneer, right, can cause a much more trouble in the future. So marrying her will cause more pain and put her into a lot more trouble. So that is the reason Kuma doesn't want to marry her. Kuma changes topic and moves to Dragon, who's on the newspaper right now. And he doesn't have any tattoo on his face. So Dragon is like causing lot of protests on different countries. And they're going against the world government. And Dragon also gets a bounty, and we don't see that. I mean it'll be very cool to see Dragon's bounty. Here Kuma admires Dragon and he wants to be just like Dragon. He wants to be hero to the citizens. And he wants to just save people, be kind to them, and protect them. We get another time skip. And this is 15 years after the God Valley incident and 22 years from the current story. Kuma is facing the reality of the world. The royal guards are attacking the citizens and Kuma can't hold back any longer. So he goes on full rage mode on the royal guards and he uses this huge shockwave from his pop-off root and destroys everyone. Everyone is sent flying. The cold-blooded king has put a new rule. So inside the Sorbet kingdom, half the kingdom is officially a country and the remaining half is like a lawless kingdom. This is done to reduce the heavenly tribute to the celestial dragon. So lesser number of people, so lesser the heavenly tribute. Very stupid logic from the king. And the church where Kuma lives and some of the old folks, right? They're living in this lawless country. So that is the reason why the royal guards are attacking. So they have the right to attack. They're no longer the citizen of Sorbet kingdom. And this is where Kuma is stepping up. The aftermath of the battle leads to Kuma, Jenny and his friends being caught. So Kuma wants to start a rebellion against the Sorbet kingdom. The very moment Dragon and his army attack and free the Sorbet kingdom from this greedy king. So Kuma and Gina finally meet Ivankov after a very long time. So Ivankov asks, if you're the same person, join the cause and let's change the world together. Kuma is just starstruck to see Dragon with Ivankov as well. Like he has been admiring Dragon so much that he's like really struck that Dragon is here. Finally, Kuma and Gina joins the revolutionary army. Not surprising at all. This is the day the army got the new name, the Revolutionary Army. We got a crazy reveal. The Revolutionary Army was formed after the pirate era and after the O'Hara incident. What actually happened that made Dragon start this army? We also see that Ivankov and Dragon are the main pillars of the Revolutionary Army. Ivankov becoming a crucial part of the Revolutionary Army is something of a treat. And Kuma joining this army made the name echo around the world. So Dragon, Ivankov and Kuma are like the three pillars of the Revolutionary Army right now. The Revolutionary Army needs funds. And Dragon wants to focus on helping the rebels of each country to go against the celestial dragons, to go against the world government. So he basically wants to gather funds and also increase his army by recruiting new people and teaching them how to fight and use weapons for the war to come, right? A huge bomb is here. Kuma is impressed by how much Dragon knows about weapons and fighting skills and where did he learn it from. So Dragon finally reveals he was a marine and he didn't find any justice there. This is such a huge reveal. And I mean, it's been theorized for a very long time, but it's finally been proved. This also leads to think, what is the relation between Dragon and Akainu? I mean, what was the dispute? Something big would have gone down with him that made him hate Dragon and Luffy so much. This also shows Dragon actually listened to Garp. He became a marine, but he never got justice from the marines. For Luffy to become a pirate, Dragon must be very proud of him. I mean, it's better to become a pirate than a marine. Kuma says that he can actually rely on him. And Dragon says he won't regret by joining this army. Both Kuma and Jenny stayed for the Revolutionary Army for 8 years. We get another time skip, 14 years from the current story. So Jenny is in certain country and she has become the captain of the Revolutionary Army. And she has a signature meat and she's like chewing on it. And she says she's really excited to meet Kuma. And we see a lot of people, members of Revolutionary Army, has a huge crush on her. But her heart actually belongs to Kuma. Suddenly we see a silhouette of a person's foot. The very next scene shows the revolutionary headquarters. And Dragon says this: Jenny has been captured. The enemy that took Jenny was by surprise. Dragon looks so worried and terrified. Few in the community say this is because Jenny is actually Dragon's wife, Luffy's mom. But oh my, Oda, the cliffhanger was like crazy. I mean, every week he's putting up another cliffhanger of the other. This leads to my theory that Jenny is pregnant at this point, and the Marines have captured her. This might be the reason why Kuma had to give up his life. It was for Bonnie. Kuma can easily give up his life for Jenny, but include Bonnie in the mix, he could totally sacrifice everything for his kid. The 5 elders would have given Kuma a choice: either your wife and daughter or his body for experiment. This also connects where Bonnie stabs Saturn and tells he's the reason why Kuma is like this. This can also connect how Kizaru knows Bonnie. There's a relationship between Kizaru and Bonnie and they have something going there. Now the reason why Kuma is going to Marishwa. We have seen Kuma using his power to pull out pain from people and using it as a weapon. So what is Kuma going to do in Marishwa? I mean, Kuma can act as a bomb to blow up Marishwa. I mean, he can pull out his own pain from his life to create a super bomb. I mean, look at all the pain Kuma has gone through. I mean, he can eventually create a huge bomb and he can blow the entire thing up. And I feel he has a fixed command in his programming to blow up until a certain criteria is met. What a crazy chapter. We got a huge reveal from Dragon. We saw Jenny being captured and there's a huge cliffhanger there. So let's just wait for the next week and see what will happen. Hopefully we don't have a break next week, so we can expect another chapter. I'm super pumped for it. If you like this content, please like, comment and subscribe. And turn on the notification bell to get more One Piece content.